Alright guys, hopefully it's back. I think I need to fix... Yeah, this window got a little off. I don't know why, but this window's weird sometimes. Normally I deal with it before stream, but... Hey. Alright, we are back! So thanks to everyone that stuck around. I'm sorry about that. My internet just completely died. I had to go upstairs, reboot the router, and... Even then it wasn't on the router's end. It was just completely somewhere else down the line. Alright, so we are back. Sorry for the delays, but we are able to keep streaming now. Yeah, so I did hop on the Discord and mention it to some people. So, again, hey, even more reason for some updates. Shameless plugs here for my Discord. Just gonna throw the link in the description for anyone. So if anything happens like this again, I will immediately mention it in that Discord. Just so you know, there's a little less confusion. But thank you again for dealing with those technical difficulties. They should not happen again, I hope. But yeah, so now we can get back to shiny hunting, finally. Emmanuel, welcome. Welcome. Sorry again. Welcome back to Sunday Stream Part 2. Yeah, so... We should be able to... Hopefully there aren't any issues. Diego, welcome back to the stream. Yeah, that was just weird. I looked over and I noticed my stream was dropping like every single frame. And I was wondering what was going on. I noticed I had completely frozen on the YouTube window I have pulled up. The chat stopped moving. And then I tried refreshing the page and everything went down. So... Something was immediately wrong. Thankfully, you know, I at least have cell data to tell people that I didn't just stop streaming or power went out or anything. You missed the first part of the stream? Welcome back, Lorox. Yeah, so... Unfortunately, there was that little hiccup there, but... You know, these things happen once a month. Not great, but... Hey. At least it's not like once a week or once a stream. Hopefully nothing like that happens again. And the next hour goes smoothly. We'll pass 4,500 tonight, guys, which is kind of crazy. Yes, this week's just been all kinds of weird. Half-length stream on Thursday, Saturday stream moved to Sunday, Sunday stream broken into 2 parts by Comcast. Yeah. So we should be all good to go now. No more issues. I've said this like 10 times now, but... Oh, that was kind of awkward. I was panicking because I didn't want like everyone to just leave. But I understand when, like, I understand a lot of people probably did leave because, yeah, the stream went offline. I don't expect you guys to sit around and staring at the stream went offline, especially the people who aren't in the Discord and had no way of knowing. And a lot of the people who it's like after midnight at this point. I was just starting on my screen. I thought something was messed up, but... What's up, Scaff? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I fixed it. I did get it back going, Amanda. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I rebooted the router, that didn't fix it, so it was something, like, just down the line. Yeah, I looked on my phone at like the list of outages, and there seemed to be a good number of them on the East Coast. You know, everywhere, like just across the country, that happens. But just they were everywhere. So not like anything isolated, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess. Nothing like our router breaking or power outage in the neighborhood or something. But at least it's back up. We were down for maybe 10 minutes, I think. So hopefully, again, next hour goes smoothly. And hopefully we can get the Treecko. The WTF moment of the stream. Yeah, like, I was just rambling, and then I noticed, because I don't know, I don't know how many of you know this. I didn't know it until I started streaming. But OBS has, like, its own little status indicator light that's green, yellow, red. YouTube has its own status indicator light, which is green, yellow, red. YouTube's was green, and I was just paying attention to that because that's what the chat is. But the one on my actual streaming stuff went red, and it just showed that, like, the stream wasn't streaming any frames. They were all dropping. And I was like, what the heck's going on? And I noticed my stream had locked up, but the chat wasn't saying anything, so I was like, maybe this is weird, but I went on for like another minute, and then I realized the chat still hadn't refreshed, and the stream still hadn't refreshed. So I refreshed YouTube, and the whole thing crapped out on me, completely crashed, and just said, you know, no internet. So I was scrambling, and like, I started running upstairs, my sister was coming down the stairs, and I was like, is the internet? She's like, yeah. I was like, and she said, oh, I turned off internet. I was like, I like panicked, like my sister cut the internet, but she went like on her phone. She turned off Wi-Fi because it went out. But yeah, so fun times in the middle of like the time of day I need the internet the absolute most, and it just goes out. Yeah. Sup Yosh Bros. Welcome to the stream. No luck so far. Unfortunately, we have not gotten a shiny yet. Thankfully, we haven't soft reset over a shiny either. So. Good seeing back. Well, welcome back to you, Thunder Daniel. Yeah, there were some technical difficulties a couple minutes ago, but we're back online. We're going. The stream's more one-on-one now. Yeah, with a lot of people having left, like the stream was at around 30 people when it went down, and now it's at 17. So we're about half of what we were at before. Because, you know, I don't expect people to sit around for 10 minutes. No, I wouldn't have sat around for like 10 minutes. Waiting for a stream to come back online. Still finding shiny Bulbasaur. Good luck, Clorox. You got a shiny Yeah, you got a shiny Bulbasaur really recently, didn't you, Amanda? Oh, hi, Zornax. Welcome to the stream. I'm not actually sure, does this, like... I don't think this actually... I think this is going to end up showing up as 2 parts on my channel, too, just because of... I think the stream went down long enough that YouTube doesn't consider it the same stream anymore. You thought I found it because the stream went offline? Yeah, no, James, it was... I was just in the middle of talking, I was in the middle of resetting my save, actually, and, my internet just completely died. Like, I was just rambling on, and then I noticed that, you know, I was getting alerts that basically none of the stream was showing up. And then I, like, refreshed the page, like, that has to be something weird, like a glitch. Chat would have told me. And then my internet was gone. I was like, oh, well, that's an issue. Like, I've had issues in the past where, like, the stream's, like, kind of locked up for 30 seconds or so, but people mentioned that. So I was expecting that to be the issue. But no, it was just completely... Internet died, my phone just turned off Wi-Fi for me, because like, yeah, no, you don't have that right now. Hey Layla, you've been here for a while. I know you probably haven't actually heard the rules, but so it's not like not too big of a deal, but I do keep the streams PG. That is why I removed your message. Just because, you know, Pokemon's a game for all ages. I'd like the stream to also, you know, be for all ages, so anyone who's interested in Pokemon can watch. So no hard feelings or anything, it's just, that's why it's removed. Hidden, welcome to the stream. If someone finds any shiny, trade please. I mean, yeah, if someone who's like in the chat and in the Discord has shinies they want to give away, you know, or wants anything and wants to do trades, feel free. Unfortunately, I don't have any shinies that I can like trade away. I'm trying to like have a full collection in my PC and in Pokebank in a little bit. To like actually kind of have like a trophy, like a trophy shelf essentially of all these shinies. So unfortunately, I can't trade any amount away yet. Hidden, how many streams has it taken for this? So far, Hidden, I don't know the exact number, especially with what you would consider a stream. Because this one I think is already part 2 of tonight because the internet went out for a bit. But we've been going for now almost 5 weeks. We started this hunt on June 24th and it is now July 30th. So we've been going about 3 times a week for the past 5 weeks. So stream 14 or 15 I guess. And still no luck. We get about 300 encounters a stream is like my like generic number. How many streams I think? Like 6, a few more than 6. What's up, Gavox? Welcome back to the stream. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. They keep popping up in your feed, and it seems I've never found one shiny tree. Yeah, I haven't gotten any yet, Hidden. Yeah, unfortunately, we've just kind of been... We have not been super lucky, but I knew that getting into this, because, a lot of people who have shiny hunted for Treecko have gone to, like, encounter 40,000 and have still not gotten it. Which is kind of crazy. Hopefully we get it way before then, because the odds are 1 in 8,192. So, theoretically, around that point, we start to get, like, I think someone did, like, actual full statistics and math on it at one point, and came up with a number around 5,500 is about the halfway point. About the point where you have a 50-50 shot of having gotten it before that. Hopefully we're on that. Hopefully we're on the lucky side of that and get it beforehand, before 5,500. Otherwise, I mean, I'm prepared to go on as long as we need to. If we pass, like, you know, 6,000, 7,000, I may switch over to, like, Charmander for a little bit, just to mix things up. But I knew what I was getting into when I started it, so I'm just going to keep going until I get it, even if I have to take a break. You just counted it with 17 streams. Alright, Amanda. Yeah, a couple of those, if you, like, notice, are, like, 10 minutes long. Or today, I think there's already one archived because of the weirdness. So, those are a few little things. Those are, like, a few little hiccups in, like, counting, in my opinion. Like, does a 10-minute stream count as a stream when I stream for 2 hours after I dealt with stuff? I don't know. But, yeah, so we've been going for over a month for this, is the short answer. How do you trade? Yeah, if you're not on, like, if you're not on 3DS with Gen 6 or 7, it'd be kind of difficult to trade, unless you were in person. The shiny stars have the same probability as normal Pokemon. Yes, they do, Nino. Aside from basically choosing it from the bag, it is the exact same as any wild encounter. So yeah, so the odds for a wild Pokemon and a starter Pokemon are both 1 in 8,192. The Pokemon Center... Yeah, if you're doing... Well, if you're doing it in Gen 7, you go to the Festival Plaza. But yeah, if you're trying to do it, like, physically on... Like, with each other... I think Gen 3 you had to do it at the Pokemon Center. Tony is GOAT. It's a 1 in 8,192, so she get it before then. Hopefully, unfortunately though, like, statistics don't work like that, unfortunately. You know, if you had a dartboard and one, like, it was divided into 100 sections and you threw darts, it's not like after 100 you would have hit all of them necessarily. You could hit the same one twice or 3 times. So unfortunately that's how the math works, so it's not like we'll get it at 8,192 if we haven't gotten it before then. But at that point, if we get it before that, I consider it beating the odds. So if we can beat the odds, that is a goal for me. Is, you know, essentially just get lucky to some extent. Not go 5 times as long as that, which would just be awful. You've always been trying to join these streams. When you click on them, they turn into normal videos, but it says you're live. Good thing you finally found the real one? Yeah, so it says live for, like, I think a couple minutes afterwards or something. But just so you know, the streams are from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time right now. That may change a little bit in the future. But I'm glad that you were able to actually get in on one live. That's always fun. Gen 1 how to? Gen 1 how to what? Are you talking about trading? Yeah, I think you have to have the link cables in Gen 1. Unless you're doing it through like Virtual Console, and then I don't actually know. What do I plan on doing with the shiny Treecko after I get it? So Thunder Daniel, after I get the shiny Treecko, I plan on doing a shiny badge quest in Pokemon Emerald with it. So, you know, catch another shiny before every major battle. So this one counts as the one before I battle May for the first time. And then I have to catch one before I fight Roxanne, and so, like, you know, all the gyms and all the rival battles and stuff. So I'll be doing, like, a playthrough of all the actual story. Like, basically, as soon as I get this Treecko, we're going to do, like, the Zigzagoon battle, and that's about it for Treecko for now. And then I'll, like, pre-record and do an actual Let's Play up until I get to where I'm going to, probably, like, Route 103 or something, where I shiny hunt, or the forest where I'll shiny hunt. And, you know, kind of do that whole part of the playthrough, or even, like, yeah, wherever I decide I'm going to, like, actually hunt for a shiny, I'll get as far as, like, where I have to get the shiny by, and then I'll go hunt for a shiny, I guess. So I guess I've changed a lot, but this is probably what I'll end up doing, is this. So I'll get this shiny, and I'll save the game, obviously, make sure I don't lose it, and then I'll pre-record, like, a Let's Play type thing from here to right before I would battle Roxanne, which is the point that I would need to have another shiny by. And then I guess people could decide what Pokemon I shiny hunt, or I could choose myself. And I'll stream the next shiny hunt hunting for a Pokemon, because I need to get a shiny before I battle the gym. And that's kind of how it'll work, because I guess, you know, do the Let's Play, shiny hunt, do the Let's Play, shiny hunt, do the Let's Play, shiny hunt. Because I think that'd be kind of cool. And then once we get past all the actual game, like we beat the Elite Four and stuff, I'm going to go on to shiny hunt like Rayquaza and all that. Because that's what I really want to do, is get those legendaries that are shiny locked in ORAS. Because now there's no other way to get them except hope that the trades you can get are legit. So many soft resets for shiny Rayquaza. Yeah, shiny Rayquaza would be kind of bad, especially in Emerald, you know. Because either you deal with the same issue for soft resetting, you deal with the same issue I'm dealing with, but you can't fix it because you're already way too far into the game to reset your save. Or you do runaways and have to run like all the way back out down to a door and back up to Rayquaza over and over again. Alright, see you in a bit, Clorox. After I get the shiny Treecko and the shiny Charmander, what is my next goal? I'm not actually sure yet, Nuno. Charmander is essentially the thing to do immediately, like, because I don't have time to... I don't want to end a stream, like, super early, and it's going to take me a little bit to actually get a layout set up for a playthrough, like, to do a shiny badge quest, because the Let's Play pretty much requires a different format than a stream. You know, like, slightly bigger window, places to put my, like, team, maybe not a face cam, something like that. It'd just be different, and I'd have to, like, get that layout set up. So I need something to do in the meantime, which would be Charmander. But then once I get Charmander, I should have gotten to the point that I have, like, an actual shiny badge quest going. So at that point, it'll basically be I can shiny hunt, and then once I get that shiny, I'd spend, like, the next day or two recording the actual Let's Play to get to the next shiny hunt, so I'm ready for the next stream. So hopefully once we get to the point that I have a layout and can do the Let's Play and the shiny badge quest, we'll be at a point where we can just kind of roll into the next shiny hunts from there on out. Groudon or Kyogre? Kyogre. How are you not getting shiny Rayquaza when you get a shiny Rayquaza in Omega Ruby? It was traded, so yeah, because you can't actually get Rayquaza or Groudon or Kyogre as shinies just randomly in the game in ORS. They're shiny locked, so you had to get them through an event. Or trade them up from older games, which is what I want to do here, is trade from Gen 3 all the way up to Gen 6, possibly Gen 7. How excited will it be if I shine the shiny Treecko? I will be super excited, Hidden. Like, we spent a month on this, which is crazy. Like, I just need to... I want to get it, and I don't even know how I'm actually going to react. Like, I'm going to be super hyped, but this is a complete first for me. Normally I shiny hunt in Pokemon Sun doing SOS chaining, which Gen 6 and up already have, you know, odds that are twice as much in your favor. I have a shiny charm. SOS chaining makes it easier on top of that. So this is the first full odds hunt I've done, and it's a completely new experience. It's also the first hunt I've streamed, so it's just kind of crazy, and it's a completely new experience. It's going to be so hype just because it's so new and like fresh and awesome. When am I going to stream Shiny Torchic or Mudkip? When are you going to do Shiny Torchic Mudkip? End of the stream. To end the stream, you're guessing at $49.99 or 5,000. So I'm actually not quite sure how far we're going to get, Jacob. We have about 45 minutes left, so I don't know. We might make it to 45-50, maybe. But when I do the like Torchic or Mudkip at the end of the stream, I think I'm on Torchic this time. I did Mudkip last stream, so it's Torchic this time. And it's literally just the last encounter of the stream. So we'll get to about 10 o'clock. And as I'm wrapping up the stream, you know, like, doing, like, the general spiel I kind of give, I'll be hunting that Mudkip. Or the Torchic. Excuse me. Yeah, Torchic this time. Groudon, Kyogre, or Rayquaza? Daniel Games, I would say Rayquaza if you add Rayquaza into the mix there. You might as well just shiny hunt for shiny Regigigas. I mean, go for it, Amanda. You got Regice. Whenever you see people find shinies, all they do is just go, oh, hey, cool, look at that. Yeah, so Hidden, I'll admit, that is me at this point with Pokemon Sun. Because, like, when I found my first shiny, which is a Ditto in Pokemon Sun, it was like, oh crap, it's shiny! Like, make sure I don't mess this up, and then of course I mess it up, immediately throw out the Decidueye, so it copies Decidueye, becomes Ghost, can't false swipe it, it has the stats of a level 100 Decidueye, it's gonna crush my whole team, I barely catch it. That was super hype. And then from there, it was still, like, super hype to find him. But I'm at, like, the Shelter I caught last in Sun was, like, shiny number 93 or something. So I've spent the past, like, 6 months, basically, as soon as I completed the Pokedex in Sun, I started shining everything. As soon as I had the shiny charm. So from then until now, I've just been hunting in Sun. And it kind of started to lose the, like, super hype that I'd get. And some of my friends on Discord would be on with me, and I'd just be hunting, and be like, oh, hey, shiny. And even they were to the point they're just like, oh, cool. So this is a completely new experience for me, though. So, like, finding one here will be so much more hype, and there will definitely be some, like, freaking out. Hopefully not anything over the top, because I know a lot of people have, like, been like, don't blow my ears out or anything. You know, screaming at the top of my lungs. So I'll try to keep it down, but the volume down, but the hype's gonna be way up. We have 45 minutes. I always thought the end of the stream at a new number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Oh no, Jacob. The streams I try to keep the streams at like from 7 to 10 p.m. And if we're really close to like a super round number or something, like if it was 10, if right now it was 10 p.m., I would go the next 4. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop 4 away from like 100 or something. But generally, I try to keep the streams from 7 to 10 p.m. just so I have enough time to like do some final things before I go to bed, before I have to go to work in the morning. That type of stuff. But I want to get as much stream time as I can. So yeah, it's not really a number-based as much as a time-based thing for ending. Do I play Splatoon? So, I have not played it yet, but today I picked up Splatoon 2 because I got my Switch. It's still sitting on my bookshelf sealed, but, like, admittedly that's one of the things I'm going to do after the stream is boot up Splatoon 2. When you found a shiny Rattata and it flees, oh no, yeah, finding, like, Safari stuff would be awful. You're shiny hunting your Treecko, and you got to 2,040 encounters, but none appeared. Oh man, Diego. Well, good luck, man. Hopefully you can get it before I do. That'll be super hype. You just want to see me get the shiny Treecko, and then me reset. I don't want to do that. That's the last thing I want to do, is reset over a shiny. That's the stuff of nightmares. Normal Rayquaza or shiny Treecko? Shiny Treecko. Just because shinies. Shinies add so much to a Pokemon for me. And the fact that I love Treecko. Welcome back, Cody! Yes, I mean, I'm gonna... Alright, see you later, Daniel Games. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna... I haven't played the original Splatoon more than, like, 15 minutes. And that was the summer that it came out. I was a freshman in college, and oh, that's weird. It actually ended up on Mudkip for the first time. I always say, there's no way I'll ever choose Mudkip on accident, but that one time I may have. But yeah, so I, like, played 15 minutes because I was just bored wandering around, wondering what to do at college, like, my first week before classes started. And a dude was playing it in the student center, so I sat down and played it, like, oh, and he let me play it for like 15 minutes. And it was super fun when I played it. I just don't have a Wii U, so I couldn't play it. But now I have a Switch, so got Splatoon 2 today, and I'm probably not going to stop playing that. Spent over 100 hours running through grass patches and grinding an emerald and haven't found a single shiny. It can take a long time, especially with how brutal the, like, odds are in Gen 3. Like, I have 850 hours in Pokemon Sun, and I've only encountered 3 random shinies. And one of them is, like, random, but it was still SOS called. Oh, excuse me. What's my favorite shiny Pokemon? So my favorite shiny Pokemon is shiny Milotic. Because, like, Milotic was always super cool because of how rare it was in Gen 3 for me. And it just looked cool in general, too. And then the change of, like, the red to blue and the blue to gold, it looks so nice as a shiny, and that's, like, my favorite, flat out. As soon as I knew it, I immediately started hunting for a Feebas to get it, and I just went past my save reset, so we're going to do that this time. At this very moment, it's 200 hours now. Dang. Still no shiny, yeah. Have I found a shiny and the game freezes? I haven't yet. That honestly be worse than anything else. Because if it's in the game, you don't have Pokeballs or you run out, that's just not being prepared. You can't prepare for the game just malfunctioning, like hardware malfunctioning. That's, that'd be worse than anything. Because it's, yeah, basically ripping the cartridge out or just not saving. That'd be, I haven't done it and I'm hoping it never happens. Oh man, yeah, I didn't really play Game Boy games on the DS that much. Just because I played, whenever I wanted to play, like, DS games, I played on my DS, and I still had my Game Boy SP, so it was actually smaller and more convenient to play on my Game Boy than it was to play on the DS. I didn't like the wide feel of it when playing a Game Boy game. I was too used to the SP. But that stinks that, like, just touching it would mess with it. That kind of stuff. That kind of sucks. You like shiny Rayquaza? Me too, Cody. Yeah, shiny Rayquaza looks super nice. I mean, generally, like, the shinies that are, like, turned to black look pretty good. You had that happen as well? Man, that stinks. Your game froze at least 10 times when hunting your Treecko. And if you're doing it on your DS, it sounds like it would happen. Or if you just... Like, at that point, I think you just really need to clean out the contacts. If it's, like, losing connection that much. Auto-correcting to mistakes, yeah. Alright, Hidden, thank you for the sub. And alright, see you later, Hidden. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I'm glad you were able to actually catch one live. I hope to see you around some more. Are you the only one that liked when shiny Charizard was purple in Gen 2? I didn't actually know it was purple. I don't really know what most of the shinies look like early on. But a purple Charizard I think would be pretty cool. Ah, wrong door to do that on. No, I tried to hold back that yawn, guys, but it just wasn't happening. It was going to be a more awkward silence than if I just yawned. Oh, you had a shiny Giratina freeze on you? Ah, that stinks. Am I playing on an emulator? No, I'm actually playing on a GameCube. They made that Game Boy Player attachment where you can plug in Game Boy Advance cartridges. And so, yeah, I have the... That's how I'm capturing it, because you can't capture output from a Game Boy. But the GameCube just has a normal video out, so I have like a USB capture card for that. And yeah, just sitting here playing on the GameCube. Savio Sartori, thank you for the sub. I'm sorry if I stuttered or mispronounced your name there. Can you send a link of Shiny Charizard in Gen 2? You can't send... only me and other mods can send links in the YouTube chat. But feel free to post like a link to it or something in the Discord. Yeah, it's just... That's like YouTube's policy that you can't post... Like, non-mods can't post links, I guess, to prevent more spam. But, I mean, by all means, go ahead and post in the Discord. There's nothing against that. I just don't have a way to, like, let you post it on YouTube. Alright. I won't look at it right now. I'll look at it after stream, though. I mean, maybe I can look at it. Okay, I'll check it out when you saved it. I didn't save. I always feel like I need to hit, like, right there, I feel like I need to hit A one last time to actually bring up the prompt, instead of the prompt just popping up. Alright, now we can go for Shiny Treecko. Hopefully we can get it. Please, please let it be Shiny Treecko. Alright, you sent it. I'll look at it as soon as we do this encounter. Alright, so it wasn't shiny. Alright, so I'll look at it real quick, Jacob. One second. I did something weird with the link. Okay, yeah, so I feel like they changed it because it's too similar to Dragonite. You run from the bag, you can't just pick it up. You had to go for a bit? Alright, welcome back, Dwayne. Sorry if you were here during those technical difficulties. I know you were here before it. But yeah, my internet went out for a little bit, so the stream kind of hiccuped. But we're going. We've got about 30 minutes left, so as long as we can make it with no more internet issues, we will be good. Dragonite Shiny is green, not purple. It's green, and it's green with purple on it. It's basically the opposite of the colors that, it's the opposite of the colors that, Charizard's was in Gen 2 after looking at it. Where Charizard was purple with green in the wings, Dragonite was green with purple in the wings. So I feel like on one hand that was kind of like a cool little, oh look at the two of them next to each other, but at the same time, I can see how that would almost get confused. Yeah, Dragonite shiny is green, not purple. But, yeah, I just read that, yeah. It's green, not purple, but it's green and purple, and this one's purple and green. You got a DS Lite, and now you're planning on getting Pokemon Emerald for it. Awesome, Cody. And you can also get Gen 4 and 5 for it, too. My first DS was a DS Lite, and I had Pearl for it. But it broke before Gen 5 came out, so I didn't get to play any of it. Yeah, so it's like, on one hand, I think it'd be kind of cool if like two of the more iconic Dragon Pokemon were similar, like that. But I also feel like they want to kind of keep them different enough that it's not confusing. Because you know, you look at it and there's someone like me who just immediately went, "Oh, that looks like shiny Dragonite." I can see where people would be like, "Why do you have two shinies that look the same even though they're inverted?" Charizard is the best Dragonite. He's a clone copycat. He's the best too. He's like the Mewtwo. He's like how Mewtwo is to Mew, but he's to Dragonite. There you go. Do I not like Gen 5 because everyone hates it for some reason? So a lot of my friends absolutely hate it. Some of my friends love it. I haven't played it, so I have no opinion on it. So basically, my experience with Pokemon is I got into it late with Gen 3. Most of my friends got into it with Gen 2, but I got into it with Gen 3. And, so, what do I think? Excuse me. I feel like I have to burp, but I'm not. Yeah, so I got into it with Gen 3, and I played it, and I got most of the way through my copy of Pearl in Gen 4, and then I let my sister borrow my DS, and she was little, and my parents didn't really know any better. I didn't know too much better at the time, but she managed to break it because like you could push the screen on the DS Lite back too far, where it would click back that far, but it wasn't supposed to go back that far. Like the screens weren't supposed to ever sit flat with each other, except for close. Like it wasn't supposed to do 180 degrees and be like a flat like a 2DS. So the top screen got broken, so I couldn't really play Pokemon anymore on it. And at that point, I kind of entered, like, middle school, and that whole phase of, like, Pokemon's a kid game. I had that phase where it was, like, Pokemon's for, like, little kids, so I didn't play it until I was almost in college and got a 3DS. So I ended up dropping out of it at the beginning of Gen 4 and got back into it at the end of Gen 6. So Gen 5 is in, like, that period where I didn't play. I want to pick up a copy of Black or White and actually play it, though. Nathaniel Black, what's up? How far into the stream am I? So, I'm about 30 minutes out from ending the stream. It got started a little bit late because I was just running behind with errands I had to do. And then, if the timer on the stream says it's been going for like 38 minutes, like it does for me at least, that's actually because I lost internet in the middle of the stream, so we had to restart. But we've got about 30 minutes left. Owen McKinley, welcome to the stream. One time your brother desperately wanted a shiny Charizard, and I was back in Gen 5, and he traded away your Kyogre from Heart Gold to get it for him. Well, there you go. Doing something nice for your brother. And I think in the end, you would have gotten the better deal there, because you can get another Kyogre pretty easily. It's almost like guaranteed to get it if you encounter one. You love Gen 5 and absolutely hate Gen 1. So I feel like a lot of people will just immediately dislike that opinion because Gen 1, but I don't dislike Gen 1, but it's like my least favorite of the ones I've played. Just because of the lack of polish. It's kind of like, if I wanted to play Kanto, I'd play Fire Red or Leaf Green. Just because it's the same story, but they've improved on a lot of the issues that Gen 1 had. I have a copy of Yellow, but it's just kind of clunky to play because there's no running shoes or anything. That's it. You walk everywhere, there's no running. The Pokeballs can just miss. The game's so buggy that opening the menu can just like give you an entire Pokédex, because yeah, that's what menus do. You got into it with Gen 1, Fire Red was your first game. Fire Red's Gen 3. It's the remake of Gen 1. Rip your Pokemon Sun. What happened to it, Owen? Gen 5 was good story-wise, but not all the Pokemon were great, but you love the story. Yeah, that's one of the things I've heard is, like, it struggled because they did something as, like, outlandish as what they did. They, like, completely renewed the Pokédex. They did not bring in any old Pokemon into the original Black and White. Which is kind of cool. It's ambitious. But it ends up with a situation where it's like, we don't want to have that Pokemon, but we need a Pokemon like it. Or we can't think of anything else but it. So you end up with a lot of, like, almost clones and then a lot of Pokemon that you kind of go like, that was a stretch to make. Things like, I don't really mind them, but like Trubbish, Garbodor, a lot of the more man-made looking Pokemon just kind of feel out there when it comes to design. But that's just because they made so many new Pokemon. But I have heard that point that like the story was great. Which is what I liked about Gen 7, the story was fantastic, so personally I feel like I would actually like Gen 5. Oh, it just broke. Aw, man, that sucks. It's different when you grow up on it like you. Yes, that definitely would be a different Slipknot brand, like, because then it has like all that nostalgia to it. That's kind of where you could probably put like my little cousin who got into Pokemon with Pokemon Sun down with Gen 3, and he would think it's awful or something, or, you know, let him get to my age and then him look back at the flaws of all the games before Gen 7. Yeah, there's going to be like rose-tinted glasses looking back on it, and that's not bad. But yeah, so you got Yellow for Christmas, 1998, and been hooked ever since. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, see, like, I mean, Pokemon's for everyone. Anzo Mori P, welcome to the stream. You might get Omega Ruby. Well, there you go, Owen. Omega Ruby's actually pretty fun. I played Alpha Sapphire, but Oras in general is really fun. But yeah, back to the point of Gen 1, like, the thing is, it'd be, like, they're really, I understand they're really fun games, you know, I have Yellow, I play Yellow, and I enjoy it, it's just, there are things I go, oh, I wish they had added this in Gen 1. Like, there was so much, like, polish that they added in the later games. Oh yeah, I see the Torterra you posted. Yeah, that's weird that they change it in Gen that much. Name that Treecko Sky. Well, I mean, if you, like I've said, the default name is Corndog right now. That was just kind of thought up on, like, stream number 3 or something. It's almost a month ago now. We still haven't gotten it. Just thinking that it's been over a month that we've been hunting this, and we still haven't found Shiny Treecko. But, yeah, like, a month ago, we kind of decided the default name is Corndog, but I still have that whole thing where if you guess the exact number, like, that we encounter the Shiny on, and you're in the stream at that moment to give a nickname, you can nickname it. So, I mean, if you guess the right number, it could be named Sky. K45K, how long have I been going at this? Yeah, I've been going at this for like a month now. I've been streaming like 3 days a week. 3 hours a stream for most of them. And yeah, so we've been going since like, I think June 24th or 26th at this point, which is kind of crazy to think there's been like 5 weeks that we've been hunting for this thing. Alright, 45, 33, 45, 55, 45, 20. Alright, we'll see. Well, we actually just passed 45, 20, so unfortunately that one wasn't shiny. Press 1 when you get into the next battle. What do you mean? Why so? 4600. Do I like fighting games? They aren't like my... I'm not the biggest fan, Diego. Like, games like Smash Bros, I'll play with friends and stuff, but I'm terrible at them. You know? I own it for the 3DS. I'll play it when friends want to play it, but I'm the kind of guy who manages to get 2 stocked by the stage. Like, there's an explosion, it blows me off the stage, and then I accidentally tap a button and fall off the spawn platform through a hole and die. Like, that's the kind of person I am in fighting games. I'm just the guy who spams random buttons and hopes not to die first. It seems crazy to a lot of people when I like do hunts that are this long, or like just hunts in general that go long. Because this is my longest hunt, so I can't even say other hunts this long. But it's like a lot of people think it's kind of crazy for me to do this, but I have 850 hours in Pokemon Sun of shiny hunting, a bit more successfully in there. You know, actually have some shinies to show for it. But to me, it's just. All of this wait is going to be worth it when we actually get it. It's going to be so hype when we finally actually get the shiny. In all years of Pokemon, having played them all and several times, you've never encountered a shiny other than Regierdus. Yeah, I've only encountered 3 random, like, unintentional shinies, like non-hunted shinies. And those are even after, you know, Gen 6 and 7 have the odds buff, so, you know, it's like twice as likely to get them now. Just like, full odds is essentially twice as likely as it was in this game. And then I had the shiny Charmon as well, so, like, my odds are fairly lower when I found them. Yeah, but I can't imagine... I fear that, like, when I was a kid playing Fire Red and Emerald, you know... I found a shiny and always thought, oh, it sparkled, more experience points, haha. But, you know, KO'd it or something. But I doubt I did, because just looking at these odds at this point, I don't think I encountered 4,500 Pokemon in any of my playthroughs of Pokemon as a kid. Your brother has 2 Pokemon games? That's nice. Yeah, I had like 2 or 3 when I was a little kid, because I bought Fire Red with my own money. Like, I saved up and bought it for my Game Boy. And then Christmas that year was like the big year of like Gen 3 coming out. So I ended up, one set of grandparents got me Sapphire, one got me Emerald, and so I ended up with, you know, 2 copies of Hoenn, and I was perfectly okay with that. Welcome back, Blazing Blaziken! You ran into shinies as a kid and thought your game was broken, so you ran. I feel like a lot of kids who don't know what shinies are think that it's like a glitch, or think there's just something special, or they don't think it's special is the bigger thing, and they just run from it. Almost dropped my controller. Well, this thing cut my throat. The Only, welcome to the stream. Can someone kick you, please? Why that? Why is that, Amanda? Why would you want someone to kick you? You got a Hoopa plush for your birthday. Awesome, Blazing Blaziken. I have a Rowlet plush sitting on my desk at work. And Pokemon Conquest. Awesome. You're currently playing through Pokemon Ruby and you're on the 2nd gym. Awesome. You really want to try to... Yeah, I mean, what you can do is, you know, obviously, before Gen 4, there wasn't a way to, like, actually intentionally hunt for shinies. You know, it was just running around in grass hoping you found them. But once you get to the legendaries, you can either soft reset for those, or you can do runaways. But soft reset will be fast for you if you're doing Emerald, or you're doing Ruby instead of Emerald. Did I know that Shiny Cyndaquil changes as well? I actually did know that one, Jacob. Andrew played, why did the stream go offline? So I mentioned this in the Discord as soon as it happened, but my internet died. Like, my internet completely died, so I noticed when I was just rambling on, chat wasn't moving is the first thing that was weird, and the, like, preview was frozen on YouTube. Then I noticed I was dropping a bunch of frames, like, basically every frame was dropping and not being streamed by my streaming software. So I refreshed the page on Chrome, and the whole thing just went down and said no internet. And I went up, rebooted the router, and I had to wait, like, 15 minutes for the internet to just come back up because it wasn't, like, the router messing up or anything. You were looking for a shiny Mudbray, and then it came out. Awesome, Anzo! Yari Gaming, Roblox, and more. Thank you for the luck. In your Sun game, you found a Slowpoke and it was purple, and you thought, that's not right, until you saw the shiny stuff. That's actually how my reaction was to me randomly encountering a Kangaskhan that was shiny. Because, like, a Cubone called it in, and I was like, I was just trying to catch the Cubone. I needed it for my living decks. And, it broke out of the Pokeball and called for help, and I was like, dang it, I'm going to have to KO something. And then a Kangaskhan dropped in, and I was like, that's weird. And then I noticed something just doesn't seem right. I was like, that can't be shiny, can it? Like, it just didn't feel like, that can't be shiny. And then it sparkled, and I was like, oh, well, I needed to get one of those at some point, but I thought it was going to be a pain to get. Guess I don't have to do that now. That was pretty hype because I wasn't expecting it. Cinegold, sorry I haven't been on. You've been monitoring an official VGM stream and been very busy. That's alright, Cinegold. I'm glad you can stop by. I understand people have other things that they're doing. You may start shiny hunting soon. Alright, yeah, those things that I mentioned are more late game things, but once you get there, it'd be a fun hunt. Do I play any mobile games such as Clash of Clans? So I don't play a lot of, like, really the popular mobile games. I'm, like, an extreme weeb. Like, I'll just admit that. Like, super into anime. Behind me is an entire bookshelf of manga. I play a lot of, like, Japanese rhythm games that are on my phone. So things like Love Live, Idolmaster has a couple rhythm games, Bang Dream, things like that. Those are the games that I play on my phone. I don't really play, like, Clash of Clans or any of those. In Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, Quilava had green, but only shiny. Yeah, like, I didn't know that, like, XD had some, like, different shinies, and I think, Scyther and Scizor look a lot more golden in either Coliseum or XD, I forget. Red Charizard X, do I have a pet? I have 2 dogs. Welcome back, Lorox. You got a shiny Charmander in Fire Red when you were little and didn't know it was shiny, and when it sparkled, I was like, wow, it's special, and then it evolved. And you're just like, why is it black? Yeah, I feel like, you know, a lot of the people who encountered shinies was like, oh man, I guess they make the starter special. Because, you know, shinies are kind of one of those things that you don't really learn about until pretty far in the game. Like, very few games actually have intentional shinies. Like, in Pokemon Sun, there's one dude who has a shiny Execute, and that's the only encounter I know of outside of, I think, some Battle Tower stuff. Do you know that you can get a scripted shiny Rayquaza in Pokemon Conquest? I didn't know that. So basically, Snowlation, oh boy. The Love Live references. Yep. You bought Fire Red yesterday. You was wondering if it would soften how much you ate Kanto. I mean, like I was saying earlier with the Gen 1 not being polished stuff, if you've only played Gen 1 and you played it after playing other games, I think this would be different, especially if you like Gen 3, because it uses Gen 3's engine. So it'll give you more of an experience of, like, of Kanto without a lot of the, like, just wishing it had some of the things that it didn't in Gen 1. What's my favorite shiny? Yours is Slurpuff and Sylveon. My favorite shiny is Milotic. Just because, like, it was a super cool Pokemon in the first place because of how rare it was and how good it looked. And then the shiny just changes the color palette to more colors that I like. Like, it changes the red to blue and the blue tail to a gold tail. So blue and gold just look so nice on it, in my opinion. I was just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, well, I guess I'm hunting for a Feebas now. You're looking for a Bulbasaur. Good luck, Anzo. You were playing this game, and we're trying to find a Lotad, and you found a shiny version. Awesome! And I'm the god. I mean, the first shiny that you ever encounter is just so amazing of a thing, because it's like, especially when you know how rare it is, you know, there's just this, like, holy crap, that just happened moment. You know, like, so when I was hunting a Ditto, there was the whole method of, like, carefully chaining it so it can't, like, the one that's calling for help can't end up KOing itself or hurting you. Use something with substitutes like Imposter. Ones that have hidden ability can't copy you anyways before you KO them. All this stuff. And then as soon as it was shiny, I threw out the Decidueye, and it turned to the Decidueye, and it was Ghost type, so I couldn't false swipe it. Like, I just completely went blank on the, I need to take this slow. I just went, shiny, I need to get it now. Well, you're getting bored, so bye. Alright, see you later, Blazing Blaziken. Shiny Dialga or Palkia. I just like Palkia better in general. Oh, just joking? Alright, interesting. Oh, Boytwan, welcome back to the stream. Did you know that in like 2012, GameStop did an event where they gave away Shiny Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina? I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I wasn't really playing Pokemon at that point, so unfortunately I did not get it. Alright, see you later, Cody. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Oh, you're saying 8,000, Javier. Hopefully we get it before that, but honestly, compared to some hunts, I would be okay with that. Like some hunts I've seen, if we get it and it's only a 4-digit number and in the encounters, that's pretty lucky. The chair is lava. Oh no. But I'm sitting in the chair. I don't want to be sitting in lava. You have no shinies in Soul Silver except Gyarados and Lake of Rage. Yeah, I feel like that's how a lot of people are, because, in like, Gen 4, you were still at 1 in 8,000 odds, and Poké Radar hunting, Poké Radar hunting is, like, really confusing, and, like, all the many different ways you can break the chain on it. They're all the shinies. Alright, yeah, so seeing that, Jacob, I definitely select Palkia best between the 2, and Giratina between the 3. Thank you, Long Boy Tom. In Heart Gold, you got an Electrode Shiny and a Chikorita. Nice, Diego. Next one you get will be Shiny Treecko. I hope so, K45K. Oh, that is definitely a legit number right there, Android Play. No reason to believe it's not. 45-55. We'll see, Nathaniel. We'll see. We'll probably get to that one tonight. There's less than 10 minutes left, so I'm not gonna reset the save because at that point that would be like a stream killer. It would take longer than the stream has left to like reset the save and get back to soft resetting. So I'm probably just gonna run the last like 7 minutes of the stream out hunting, even if it like makes it not like if we go past the 50 mark. Living the pet life. Got a random shiny Mudbray grinding at Pinoli Ranch. Nice. Yeah, most of my random shinies have come from grinding, and by most I mean two of my 3. You're gonna play Pokemon Conquest now just because of shiny Rayquaza. There you go. You just put the poster for the event. I did see that, Jacob. Yeah. Smooth Moves. Welcome to the stream. Encounters need to be 57-29. Well, that'll be a little while. We're ending the stream here pretty shortly, so and we get through about 300 a day or 300 a stream. So that one would be like what, in 2 weeks or so that we get to it. Your brother is placing it. All right, all right. Did I get the Arceus event from Toys R Us in 2009? No, because like. It was basically like 2007 to 2015, I did not play Pokemon. So anything that happened in there, I didn't end up getting. You opened up 19 eggs? Did you get any shinies from Anso? You gave up on your one present level 10 Salamence. Oh, you'll post posters? Alright, Jacob. You don't know what Pokemon is? Oh boy, Smoothens. Do you have like 4 hours for me to explain all of this? Encounter will be, let me think. Alright, well, We're going to hit like at least 45, 55 tonight, which is what someone had been pointing out. I think he was commenting on you saying you didn't know what Pokemon was, Smooth Moves. Welcome back, Glorox. Made it to the last about 5 minutes of the stream here. It'd be awesome if we get the shiny in these last, like, you know, 5-6 encounters. What's up, Ruben? Welcome back to the stream. Glad you can make it. A few minutes left. Your girl and his brother wants to make out. Oh boy. Alright, gotta go. Once my next stream will actually be tomorrow, Amanda. Just because normally I do Monday, Thursday, Saturdays, and I had to move to Sunday, so I'm not gonna mess up tomorrow's stream at all. So it's gonna be tomorrow, 7 to 10 p.m., assuming no more internet issues. You're at the Fighting, Electric, and so you'll try. Oh, I guess you're talking about Conquest, yeah. Answer you, not them. I'm gonna answer everyone in the chat though, Smooth Moves. Alright, see you later, Amanda. How long did I play this time during the stream? So it looks like I didn't play too long, Ruben. Like this stream's been going on for an hour, according to YouTube. But that's because of an internet outage I had in the middle of the stream. I've been going since about 7:30, and it's 9:57 for me right now. So this stream is about 2.5 hours long if you count both parts together. Unfortunately, it did take a little bit extra time for me to get started tonight because of some errands I had to run. But 45:55 right now. Alright, are you leaving some news? Alright. Glad you're able to tune into the stream. I hope to see you again. $45.55 was not shiny though, guys, so we're gonna keep going. We got 3 minutes left. Tails Gaming, welcome to the stream. Carlos Clavo, welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for tuning in, but there's only like 2 minutes left for tonight, unfortunately. What Pokemon is that? It is a Treecko. The other one is a Zigzagoon. Alright guys, so I think I'm going to go to 45-60 encounter-wise, and then I'm going to do one Torchic and call it a night for the night. Alright, see you later, Clorox. Yeah, last shiny head. We got 2 more to go for the night, Ruben. You're shiny hunting Bulbasaur. Awesome, Tails Gaming. How to capture nothing, watch this live stream. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels at this point. Baton Arme, good luck from Brazil. Awesome. Thank you. Unfortunately, though, we are wrapping up for the night, so hopefully the good luck will continue, and we'll be able to get it next stream, or this encounter, maybe. Alright, see you later, Blaziken. Alright, unfortunately, we did not get a shiny Treecko tonight, guys. But I'm just going to do the one Torchic, like we've been doing before the night ends. Did the stream end? Not quite yet, Jacob, but this is going to be the last encounter for the night. A Roman, can I get a Roman hype? Sure, right before the end of the stream, some Roman hype. Pro Gaming Plays, but I just joined. Sorry, but yeah, I've been going for about 2.5 hours tonight. I will be streaming tomorrow again, though, from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Alright, guys, so let's just see if this one Torchic is shiny before the end of the night. But before we go, thanks again to everyone who tuned in and was talking in the chat. It makes it, like, super enjoyable still. Just to be able to talk to other people while I do this, and to everyone who likes and subscribes, because it means a lot. And unfortunately, Torchic wasn't shiny, so I'll see you all again tomorrow.